Title: I keep finding teeth in my mailbox every morning, and I live alone. It started 3 weeks ago. I opened my mailbox on a regular Monday morning and found a human tooth inside, clean, slightly yellowed with the root still attached. I thought it was some sick prank, maybe one of the neighborhood kids trying to mess with me. I live in a quiet suburb, mostly retirees and a few scattered families. I didn't think much of it until the next morning. Another tooth. This one had a small filling, a molar. Again clean, as if it had been scrubbed or boiled. No note, no explanation. Just a single tooth sitting at the bottom of the mailbox like it had grown there overnight. By the third day, I called the police. The officer was polite, but clearly thought I was overreacting. Maybe an animal dropped it in there. He said, raccoons sometimes collect weird things. Raccoons don't open locked mailboxes and leave human teeth, officer. I installed a camera. Nothing. The footage glitched every night between 2:13 and 2:17 a.m. Just static. Then silence, no one approaching. No sounds, just 4 minutes of lost time. Then at 2:18, the mailbox was closed again with a new tooth inside. I live alone, no roommates, no pets. The closest neighbor is half a block away. I've started sleeping with the lights on. I don't know why, but it makes me feel like I'm less alone in the dark. And the dreams, God, the dreams are getting worse. I keep dreaming about someone whispering numbers in my ear. Strings of them, over and over. Last night I wrote them down when I woke up. 34.1265, minus 118.3459. Coordinates, I looked them up. They point to an old, abandoned dentist's office that closed down in the early 90s after a fire. The owner, Dr. Howard Kinley, disappeared the night of the fire. The urban legend goes that he used to save his favorite patients' teeth. Literally keep them in jars. People said he believed teeth carried memories, that by holding one, he could feel everything you ever felt. I went there this morning. The building is still half burnt, sagging with mold and rust. I shouldn't have gone inside, but I had to. There was a room in the back, mostly intact. On the walls, shelves lined with hundreds of little glass jars, and inside each one a tooth. I swear to God, one of them had my name etched into the glass. The tooth inside looked recent. Familiar, it had a small crack on the side, the same crack I had on my back molar before I got it removed years ago. I checked the date scratched into the jar, May 23rd, 2019, the exact day I had that extraction. There's no way anyone could have known that. I left the office in a panic, ran all the way home. When I got back, the mailbox was open. Not just open, ripped off the hinge. Inside it was a pile of teeth, dozens of them forming a pyramid. Sitting on top, a single note written in perfect cursive on yellowed paper. We remember the pain. We are coming for the rest. I haven't slept since. I pulled out my own mailbox and threw it in the garbage. This morning, the teeth were on my doorstep instead, arranged in a perfect circle. And in the center, another one of mine. But I haven't lost any more. At least not yet. Update. I didn't plan on posting again. Honestly, I wasn't sure I'd even be alive long enough to. But something happened last night that I can't ignore. It's like this thing, whatever it is, wants me to understand. Wants me to remember. After I found the circle of teeth on my doorstep, I packed a bag and drove. No destination. Just away. I figured if I left town, maybe it would stop. Maybe it was tied to the house, or the area, or the godforsaken mailbox. But deep down, I knew it wasn't. I checked into a roadside motel 4 hours away. Cheap, dirty, but quiet. I pushed the dresser in front of the door and left every light on. I didn't sleep, just sat on the edge of the bed, clutching the pocket knife I keep for protection. At 2:13 a.m., the lights flickered. And then, just like the footage from my camera, silence. 4 minutes of pure stillness. Not even the hum of the air conditioning. When the lights came back on at 2:18, I was holding something in my hand. Another tooth. Only this one was different. It was warm, and it was bleeding. I threw it across the room and ran to the bathroom to wash my hands. But the blood wouldn't come off. It wasn't just on my skin. It was under my nails. In my teeth. I was coughing up red foam like I had swallowed it in my sleep. When I looked in the mirror, I noticed something horrifying. One of my molars, the one with the old silver filling, was gone. I hadn't felt anything, no pain, no blood in my mouth, but there it was, a gap, like it had been surgically removed. I drove straight to the ER. The doctor looked confused as hell, said it looked like a perfect extraction, like it had been done in a professional dental office. Only I hadn't been to a dentist in years. I tried explaining, but the moment I mentioned the mailbox teeth, he got uncomfortable. wrote me a prescription for anti-anxiety meds, and told me to take care of myself. I didn't go home. I couldn't. I parked in an empty Walmart lot and just sat there watching the sunrise. That's when I noticed something else. The numbers, those coordinates from my dream, the ones that led me to the dentist's office, they were burned into the inside of my left forearm. Not written branded, like scar tissue, but fresh. I could feel the raised, raw skin. The numbers pulsed like they were still hot. When I looked closer, there was more writing beneath them, faint but legible. You took something that was ours. I think I understand now, or at least I have a theory. In 2019, when I had that tooth pulled, the dentist's office I went to was a cheap, last-minute clinic. My insurance didn't cover much, and I didn't think twice about it at the time. But something about that day feels off now. The clinic was oddly quiet. The receptionist didn't speak. The dentist never showed me his face, just worked in silence behind the mask, humming something that sounded wrong, like an old lullaby played backwards. I think that tooth, the one they pulled, wasn't just mine anymore. I think something else had claimed it, and now they want the rest. I haven't gone back home yet. I'm writing this from a library computer 2 towns over. I don't know where I'll go next. I keep feeling pressure in my gums, little throbs, like things are wriggling under the surface. And last night, I heard the humming again. Not in my dreams. In the walls. If you see a tooth, just one, sitting where it shouldn't be, don't touch it. Don't move it, don't try to understand. Because once they mark you, they don't stop until your mouth is empty.